Thank y'all for coming out today to the Fort Bend County Constable's Office, Precinct 3 in the Katy, Texas area. Today we've invited our partners in public safety, fire, EMS, law enforcement, fire marshal's office, and tow truck companies to join with us to remind you not to drink and drive over the New Year's holiday. Drinking and driving claims lives and destroys them. About every 20 minutes in Texas, someone is hurt, injured, or killed in an accident involving drinking and driving. In fact, it's not an accident. It's not a mistake. It is a purposeful decision that's made when someone drinks and gets behind the wheel. We're asking you to do your part. Don't drink and drive. If you've had something to drink, find someone to drive for you. There's many services that offer free rides to get you back home, and no excuse to not get one of those. In 2016, Fort Bend County itself experienced 12 fatality accidents and 257 crashes that were related to driving impaired. In Texas, 884 vehicle crashes resulted in fatalities, with a total of 24,500 DUI-related crashes. As you can see, this number impacts many people. I am joined today by Mark Rodriguez with Krista's Caring Angels, who will make a few statements regarding driving impaired, along with our Texas Department of Public Safety Trooper Sergeant Woodard, who will also comment on this very serious matter. Thank you, Mark.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you for being here. My name is Mark Rodriguez, and our family are the founders of Krista's Caring Angels. We're a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We formed it almost 8 years ago when our youngest daughter, Krista, was killed by a drunk driver in the Cypress area. Today we want to ask everyone, that if y'all plan on celebrating the new year, make a plan before you go out and celebrate. Once you've had a couple of drinks inside of you, it's too late. There's too many options, just like Constable Thompson said a few minutes ago. There's too many options out there right now for you to make that right choice. Make that right choice and make a responsible plan. We want to celebrate the new year. We don't want to have to bury a loved one due to somebody's bad choice. Again, like Constable Thompson said, drunk driving is no accident, and it's not a mistake. It's a choice. It's a crime. The vehicle that you see outside is only one of 8 vehicles that we have that proves to you that drunk driving kills. We have several vehicles that have been donated to us by families who have lost loved ones to drunk drivers, and we use them to educate the public and to raise awareness on the dangers of drinking and driving. They are graphic reminders. The families choose to donate us those vehicles, and we appreciate the families for that. The morning our daughter was killed on February 11, 2010, we could not just let her be another cross on the side of the road. That was the only thing that kept going through our mind. So we wanted to do something about it. We wanted to do something about this 100% preventable crime. Starting right now, if you get stopped by law enforcement and you've been drinking and they take you to jail, consider yourself very fortunate. Consider yourself very fortunate that you're going to spend the night in jail tonight instead of going to prison for killing somebody. All the first responders you see behind us will be ready to respond if something happens. I'm sure they would all rather not. The offender that killed our daughter was sentenced to 8 years in prison by a jury. He should be getting out in March. Our family was sentenced to life, along with all the other families you see on the posters behind us. Our friends and family is what keeps our organization going. We want to thank y'all so much for coming out today. We want to thank all the first responders for what they do 24 hours a day, whether they're on duty or not. We really appreciate it. We're the Rodriguez family. We're our Christus Caring Angels. Thank you.
New Year's and New Year's Eve is a time for celebration. Out with the old and in with the new. I will tell you that Precinct 3, Fort Bend Constable's Office, Constable Thomas and his deputies, the Texas Department of Public Safety, and all law enforcement individuals mean serious business this weekend. This weekend, you'll see an influx of law enforcement officers patrolling the highways, city streets, farm and market roads. I'm asking you this. Please be respectful and move over. State law says that you either have to vacate that lane or slow down 20 miles below the speed limit. Please think of them. Please think of their families, because they're out to protect and serve you, the visitors, and the residents of the state of Texas. We all know that DWI simply means not having the normal use of your mental and physical faculties by introduction of alcohol. Please do it responsibly. We, the members here in Fort Bend County and all of the counties within Texas, we're not saying that we're against drinking, but we're most certainly against drinking and driving. Please think of that. Harris County, Fort Bend, Waller, I can go through a list, have several transportation exits for you. Uber, Metrolift, name it. A friend. Please do it responsibly.
Thank you for taking the time for being with us today on this very serious subject. We invite you to take a look around at the families that were impacted on the posters behind us, the emergency vehicles and wrecked cars that are out in the parking lot. That concludes our press briefing at this time. Thank you.
Can you speak about the cars that y'all, and I know it's got to be hurtful for the families to see that every day,
Sure.
but to have that vehicle out there to show every day of the year what could happen.
Absolutely.
What kind of impact do you hope that makes on
Certainly. As you'll see outside, Christus Caring Angels has brought one wrecked vehicle that was involved in a impaired driving accident. We actually will have more that are going to be displayed over the next few days. But we want that to be a visible reminder to those who may make this choice, this very terrible choice, that their lives can be impacted forever, the lives of others will be impacted forever. Someone will go to jail, someone will go to the hospital, and possibly someone will go to the graveyard. So we want that to be a reminder to everyone when they pass by and see it, that it does make a difference. And we have seen people stop by the parking lot today and stop and look and read the signs, and that's exactly what we want. We want these folks to have a visible reminder of how this impacts people.
Will you be beefing up patrols?
All law enforcement agencies will be beefing up patrols. We work in conjunction with the Sheriff's Office, DPS, many number of other agencies in Fort Bend County. As the sergeant said, you'll see an influx of law enforcement. They're going to be out to do a job, and that's to save lives. And we'd prefer you not get behind that wheel at all. There's a lot of options out there. But if you do, we're going to be looking for you, and we're going to take you off the street, and we're going to put you in jail where you belong so you can't hurt yourself or anyone else.
Will the vehicle stay out there?
The vehicle will be out through January 5th.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Are you going to have the other vehicles in kind of like populated areas, I guess?
We're going to
freeways?
switch the vehicles out on both sides of the parking lot out there, so you'll see them there. We'll do this initiative again at spring break time, and we'll do it at some of the schools in the area. We'll move it to that venue then. All right.